Hey guys, today's chapter 19, day 19 of the Proverbs Challenge, 31 chapters in, 31 days. So last night I had a friend, he invited me out to Medina Square where he and two other of his friends were doing some evangelism. They had a canopy set up and a table and chairs, and they also put a sign out that it was asking about their spiritual journey, because they want to hear about it and sit down and talk. So I show up and it was interesting. I've never done anything like that before. So it was really interesting, and they had one person while I was there sit down and talk. We found out she was a Christian, and then towards the end, my friend asked, hey, is there anything we can do to pray for you before you go? She said, oh, sure. So she told us what we can pray for her. And he's like, oh, by the way, David, you could pray for her. And I'm like, way to put me on the spot. I'm like, this is my first time, I've never done this. But the Lord led us through it, which was amazing. So it was great. And then there was other people who tried to pass out gospel tracts too, or try to get them to come. Well, most people, they didn't want anything to do with it. They kept on going. One guy, we tried to pass him a gospel tract and ask him, hey, how's your journey? Why don't you come talk with us? And he's like, oh, I don't have a spiritual journey. And he kept on walking. We're like, well, why don't you come and talk with us? And he's like, oh, no. He keeps on walking. And it's like, how sad is that? He has no spiritual journey. He has no faith in anything, nothing at the end of this life. He thinks that once this life's over, it's done. It's pretty sad. So I was praying for him and pray for everybody who we met. And then there was another couple, it was two girls, and they were holding hands. So we thought, hey, let's try to talk to them, see if they'll tell us their spiritual journey. They said, nah, and they just kept on walking, looked straight ahead, nothing. And we're off to the side, mind you. So there's a sidewalk, there's a canopy off into the grass. So then I'm just talking with the guys, and I noticed they're coming back around. I'm like, okay. So I thought, I'm going to hand them a gospel tract. So I have these gospel tracts that's a gift, and it says a gift for you. And I was trying to give it to them, and what's inside it is a $2 bill. And it's a real $2 bill, and then also explains the gospel a little bit and what they need to do and about the 10 Commandments. So I tried to give it to them, and they're like, oh, no. I'm like, oh, okay, but they didn't want it when I asked. So, but then I got to thinking, I'm like, it's a gift. It had real money in it. It has real money in it, but it's a real gift. And to accept a gift, you have to receive it. But if you don't want to receive it, you can never get it. And it reminds me that the Bible says, it is by grace we have been saved through faith. It's not of our own, but it's a gift from God, not by works, And it's truly a gift that we have to accept. But if we don't accept it, we miss out on what the gift is going to be. So, but it was interesting, guys. So I do ask if you guys can pray for me, just for more boldness. I might go back out there on Thursday, tomorrow. So we'll see, but pray for me, guys. I appreciate it. So let's get into chapter 19, and it's titled On Life and Conduct. Better is a poor man who walks in his integrity than he who is perverse in speech and is a fool. Also, it is not good for a person to be without knowledge, and he who hurries his footsteps errs. The foolishness of man ruins his way, and his heart rages against the Lord. Wealth adds many friends, but a poor man is separated from his friend. A false witness will not go unpunished, and he who tells lies will not escape. Many will seek the favor of a generous man, and every man is a friend to him who gives gifts. All the brothers of a poor man hate him. How much more do his friends abandon him? He pursues them with words, but they are gone. He who gets wisdom loves his own soul. He who keeps understanding will find good. A false witness will not go unpunished, and he who tells lies will perish. Luxury is not fitting for a fool, much less for a slave to rule over princes. A man's discretion makes him slow to anger, and it is his glory to overlook a transgression. The king's wrath is like roaring of a lion, but his favor is like dew on the grass. A foolish son is destruction to his father, and the contentions of a wife are constant dripping. House and wealth are an inheritance from fathers, but a prudent wife is from the Lord. Laziness casts into a deep sleep, and an idle man will suffer hunger. He who keeps the commandment keeps his soul, but he who is careless of conduct will die. One who is gracious to a poor man lends to the Lord, and he will repay him for his good deed. Discipline your son while there is hope, and do not desire his death. A man of great anger will bear the penalty, for if you rescue him, you will only have to do it again. Listen to counsel and accept discipline, that you may be wise to the rest of your days. Many plans are in a man's heart, but the counsel of the Lord will stand. What is desirable in a man is his kindness, and it is better to be a poor man than a liar. The fear of the Lord leads to life, so that one may sleep satisfied, untouched by evil. The sluggard buries his hand in the dish, but will not even bring it back to his mouth. Strike a scoffer, and the naive may become shrewd. but reprove one who has understanding, and he will gain knowledge. He who assaults his father and drives his mother away is a shameful and disgraceful son. Cease listening, my son, to discipline, and you will stray from the words of knowledge. A rascally witness makes a mockery of justice, and the mouth of the wicked spreads iniquity. Judgments are prepared for scoffers, and blows for the back of fools. So 2 verses that strike me is verse number 15. It's laziness cast into a deep sleep, and an idle man will suffer hunger. But that first part, laziness cast into a deep sleep. And I've noticed, and I used to be extremely lazy, extremely. And I noticed that when you don't do anything all day, when you're lazy all day, like you're more tired. For some reason, it takes more energy out of you than if you're out going doing things. I don't know why, but it's true. And here we go, laziness cast into a deep sleep. Yeah, you're tired and just want to fall asleep. And then verse 23. The fear of the Lord leads to life, so that one may sleep satisfied, untouched by evil. Which is interesting because past few months I've been having really good sleep, and maybe past a year. And it's just because I've been talking to the Lord. One, every day I wake up in the morning, I just thank him for the sleep that he did give to me. Maybe not every night's great, but he gave me the rest, and he's gonna give me the energy throughout the day. So thank him. So I ask you guys, thank him. And then 2, it says, the fear of the Lord leads to life, so that one may sleep satisfied. Another thing is, when you fear the Lord, ask him, you honor him with your sleep. Before you go to sleep, your day starts, not when you wake up, but the night before you go to bed. And I've noticed that when I go, I pray to him, and I'm asking God that, for one, to protect my heart and my soul and my mind and my strength as I sleep. Because how many times can you have dreams that almost you can't even control it? Because something just pops up and you're like, why did I dream that? What was that? It could be anything. It could be something bad. It could be, whatever thoughts you have. It could even be lustful thoughts. But if you ask the Lord to protect you from these things and protect you from the evil one while you sleep, your sleep's going to be so much better. And I guarantee it, guys. I know he's done that for me. And I'm just so grateful. So think about that. So fear the Lord. Have your day start the night before with the Lord, guys. So that's all I got for you today. I'm looking forward to tomorrow, and hopefully I'll have some more stories for you coming up in the next few days about evangelism. But continue to pray for me, and I'm going to continue to pray for you guys to continue to get into the Word. All right? I love you guys, and peace. Groove on.